Wyatt, don't stick your tongue out at Grandma. Anyway, my darling child, today I'm going to read you a story that I used to love to read to my classroom, and it was called Grant the Ant. That was way back when I was teaching grade 1, and the kids just love this. I hope you love it too. I'm glad I still have it. Grant the Ant. Carol Blackburn and Libby Handy, illustrated by Libby Handy. Down, down, down in the tunnels that wound around and around under the ground. Anastasia Duprance, queen of the ants, was beaming with pleasure as she looked at her treasure of eggs, pearly white. Seconds to minutes, minutes to hours, hours to days, days and nights, those eggs lay still till, what a sight! Wriggling and wriggling for all their might, out squirmed the larvae, shining white. The workers, now busy deep down in Ant City, are hustling and bustling with no time to play. Those larvae, so gluttonous, their stomachs seemed bottomless, demanded their sustenance now, right away. Backwards and forwards, day after day, it doesn't seem fair, but that's the ants' way. They'd no time to stop, no time to chatter, and those wriggly white larvae grew fatter and fatter. The workers, exhausted, kept showering attentions on the larvae who grew to enormous dimensions. The eating and feasting and gorging went on till at last they grew drowsy, their appetite gone. But one little larva spurred on the others. What we need is action. Come on now, brothers. Let's spin our cocoons. We must not delay. There's a long sleep ahead before the big day. What miraculous changes we're all going to make. Now hurry, slow coaches, and look wide awake. Twining and twirling, twisting and turning, over and under, in and out. Those round little larvae obeyed this command, weaving the silk around and about. The pupae lay in their snug cocoons, till the passing of time saw 4 new moons. Meanwhile, in the colony, the ants work on solemnly, digging and cleaning and searching for food. It might seem improbable and almost impossible that in this well-organized race, an event so dramatic, so extremely erratic, should ever have chanced to take place. Without any warning, it happened one morning. All attention was drawn to a tiny cocoon. The workers, amazed, stood by in a daze as a little black head appeared far too soon. With a wiggle, a squirm, a split, and a crack, the ant popped out and said, "How's that?" "Oh, you are all surprised that I come out too soon? Don't say I'm the first to shed my cocoon. Well, come on, you workers. I need some attention. Food's a priority, if that can be mentioned." But one big black ant, who appeared to be boss, said, "Our work is still here. Why don't you get lost? You've come far too early without any warning. It's your own silly fault if our welcome's not warming. We've our duty to do to wait till these others who obey all the rules come out of their covers." So poor little Grant, our impetuous ant, crawled off on his own, quite depressed. He wanted to feed. It was a great need. Now what should he do for the best? He wound his way around and around towards the surface of the ground. And there was the sunlight, warm and bright, and trees and flowers. Oh, what a delight! From where he stood, he became aware of an enticing aroma pervading the air. It tickled his taste buds, and he knew he had found that compelling food trail along the ground. He was off with a scamper, a skid, and a scurry, but as you will know, he was in a great hurry. Then he spied a peach that had recently fallen. "Come here and eat me," it seemed to be calling. With a sip, a suck, a slurp, and a swallow, he drained the juice from that peach so mellow. Then a sound so melodious, so completely harmonious, drifted to Grant from inside the fruit. Out crawled a vision. It was a young queen, the most beautiful creature Grant had ever seen. She stopped, startled, then said, "Where have you been? I've discarded the others. Not one did I like. Their wings were too weak, their color too light. You and I together will be the beginning of a wonderful new colony." And Grant, his chest puffed up with pride, flew off so happy with his lovely young bride. And Anastasia Duprance, Queen of the Ants, continued to lay more eggs every day. Nice story. Good night. Love you so much. Bye.